morning where the sun went down. Cold hands folded on a yellow note, photographs shaking inside my quiet chest. I waited for courage that never came. Every unspoken word turned into night. I almost told you once. Those trembling breasts, they locked behind my teeth. Silence became my last goodbye. Your name dissolved into the darkening sea. 4 years of empty doorways in my mind, unreturned calls I never dared to make. Your laughter haunts the spaces between crowds. My fault lives in every unfinished sentence. If I had spoken beneath that fading light, I would have held you longer in this life. I almost told you once. Those trembling breasts, they locked behind my teeth. Silence became my last goodbye. Your shadow walks away in every dream. The ocean keeps the words I finally said. I watched that crumpled promise sink like stone. Too late to pull your silhouette from water. Too late to call you back from yesterday. I see your eyes again in this blue stillness. Hurt swirling there when I refused to speak. My voice broke quietly against my own fear. You disappeared and the pier learned my name. I almost told you once. Those trembling breasts stayed locked behind my teeth. Silence became my last goodbye. I taste those letters drowning in the dark. If I had spoken under that fading light, I would have held you longer than this night. Now I walk away, carrying everything I never said. Night rain gathers over the worn wooden pier. Salt air tangled with jasmine and your name. Fading light rests on the water like forgiveness. My cold hands shake around words I never said. Empty doorways wait behind me in the dark. I taste every unreturned call on my tongue. I loved you louder in my silence. Those quiet rooms still echo your goodbye. Photographs shaking in my trembling breath. I loved you louder in my silence. beneath your doorway. Your handwriting a bridge I never crossed. You wrote out summers like a fading prayer. You wrote goodbye where I left blank spaces. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? I waited too long for the right courage. I loved you louder in my silence. Your soft admissions bleeding through the ink. Photographs shaking in my trembling breath. I loved you louder in my silence. I see my distance in every careful sentence. All the touches I rehearsed, then abandoned. Promises drowned like stars behind gray clouds. My fault sits heavy where your shoulder was. The sea keeps secrets I was scared to hold. Twilight bleeds into night and your absence hardens. Every misconfession circles like distant birds. I would have held you longer than the tide if I had spoken before the light went out. I loved you louder in my silence. Now your future lives beyond this broken shoreline. Quiet rooms grow larger with each fading memory. Photographs shaking as my cold hands open. I waited, you didn't come back. I understand. I loved you louder in my silence. Some heartbreak only lives in words never spoken. Concrete steps beneath my cold hands tonight. Old bookstore windows holding our ghosts in glass. Street lamp spilling fading light across this doorway. Unspoken sentences hang like smoke in my throat. I hear the words I never let you hear. Every trembling breath arrives, a heartbeat late. I loved you in the spaces my voice failed, between unreturned calls and unfinished goodbyes, where my silence built walls you could not climb. I loved you in the spaces my voice failed. Soft as night rain on forgotten window panes. We talked around the hurt like it was fragile. Watched our distance grow, word by missing word. My phone lit up, your last message waiting. I waited too long, you didn't come back. I loved you in the spaces my voice failed, in the pause replies and unanswered questions, where my fear turned every truth into echo. I loved you in the spaces my voice failed. Down by the shore, the sky was bleeding stars, cold sand underfoot, waves repeating what I wouldn't. I spoke to the dark like you were listening, every late confession swallowed by the tide. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Days fall like torn pages, drifting through empty doorways. Your shadow walks beside me in familiar streets. I loved a version of you I never really knew. Maybe love was our quiet goodbye, never said aloud. I loved you in the spaces my voice failed, where fading light stayed longer than you ever could. In the night rain tracing names on my window, and photographs shaking inside my tired hands. My fall lives softly in each unfinished sentence. I loved you in the spaces my voice failed. Fog wraps the harbor like a whisper secret, fading lights sinking where our promises drifted. My cold hands fold this worn out letter. Your name bruises the paper like a shadow. Every unsent word presses hard against my breathing. I waited for time and then never turned back. I stayed quiet, and that was the loudest goodbye. Night rain remembers what I never confessed. Empty doorways echo every almost spoken word. Silence filled the space where you should be. Lives in every darkened window. Photographs shaking in my unsteady fingers. 3 years of ghosts between each trembling breath. If I had spoken when your eyes turned glass, maybe your leaving would not haunt this water. I stayed quiet. That was the loudest goodbye. Unreturned calls ringing through these quiet rooms. Some storms pass, some just move inside. I walked away carrying everything I never said. Now the harbor holds the words I buried alive. Each small wave repeats the moment I let you go. I would have held you longer, broken my own pride, but I chose silence, and silence chose the ending. I stayed quiet, and that was the loudest goodbye. Every step away still sounds like your name. Fading light stains the water with our unfinished story. I waited, you didn't come back to save it. My thought echoes through these long and quiet years. Silence filled the space where we once breathed. In the end, the unsaid words are all that remain. Fading light across these worn and crooked floors. Cold hands wrapped around an empty coffee cup. Your shadow leans against the quiet of these walls. Every breath I take still sounds like your name. I waited for the door to open again. You didn't come back, only the silence answered. I loved you more in the silence between us. Night rain on the glass, my trembling breath counting regrets. Photographs shaking softly in my unsteady hands. I loved you more in the silence between us. You said you had to leave to find yourself. Not because I failed you, but I still broke. My fault was every word I swallowed whole. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. The phone stayed dark, no last small forgiveness. I rehearsed confessions to a quiet, empty room. I loved you more in the silence between us. Street lights blurred like ghosts in the night rain. Unreturned calls echo through this hollow chest. I loved you more in the silence between us. I stood outside your old doorway in the rain, letter shaking in my hand like a confession. Too late, pressed heavy against that rusted bell. So I fed my heart to the mailbox instead. Every unread line still lives beneath my ribs. Now days fall through my fingers like dust and light. I trace your name in steam on the window. The past feels close enough to touch, never hold. Some words once lost return only as echoes. I loved you more in the silence between us. Those unsaid truths still burn louder than any apology. Empty doorways teach me the weight of my fear. Night rain keeps reading the letter you never opened. I carry every mischance like a second heartbeat. I loved you more in the silence between us. I whisper to the quiet, and it keeps your name. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Creaking bench at the pier, fading light on water, lavender sky spilling gold over tired waves. Cold hands hidden deep in my fraying pockets, I replay every silence we never learned to break. If I had spoken when your eyes were pleading, would you be here now, watching this quiet sky? I never told you I needed you more than air. Those words stayed buried behind my trembling breath. Night rain remembers what my mouth left unsaid. I never told you I needed you more than air. Photograph shaking between my unsteady fingers tonight. We were laughing in that summer night rain. Your hair was plastered, your cheeks were glowing. I swallowed every sorry like stones in my throat. Brick after brick we built that silent distance. I waited, you didn't come back, I froze. I never told you I needed more than air. My phone lives here in every unreturned call. Quiet rooms echo what I could not say. I never told you I needed you more than air. First wave touches shore, I whisper I'm sorry. The wind steals it fast, carries it nowhere. I imagine your warm hand finding mine again, but only night answers the colder empty doorways. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. The photo leaves my hand, dances into dark water. I watch it sink like the chance to start over. Fading light dies slow on the blackened surface. It's too late now, ocean keeps our story. I never told you I needed you more than air. Now the silence between us is all I breathe. Every fading star feels like another missed answer. My fall is carved deep in these quiet rooms. I waited, you didn't come back, I stayed here. I never told you I needed you more than air. Some nights the silence still suffocates more than losing you. Gray light leaking through the blinds, slow and thin. Your shirt folded by my side, untouched, still warm. Empty bed all in the shade where you slept. My cold hands trace every crease you left. There was so much trembling breath inside me, but every word drowned beneath my quiet pride. I should have told you before the silence grew. I should have told you before the silence grew. Fading light across your face that final morning. I waited to speak. You didn't come back. Days drift by like waves against a closed door. Unreturned calls flicker on a dark screen. I see your photograph shaking in my hands. Your laughter haunts these quiet rooms at night. If I had spoken when your eyes were pleading, maybe these empty doorways wouldn't know my name. I should have told you before the silence grew. I should have told you before the silence grew. Night rain traces your name down my window. I waited to change. You didn't come back. I stand outside that coffee shop, breathing ghosts. Your chair is taken, but your absence fills it. My fingers curl around a forgotten cup, mouth open with apologies, nothing leaves. Every unsent message hangs between my ribs. My fault lives in every word I never said. Now the quiet presses harder, than any shouted fight. I see how distance was only fear wearing armor. If I had broken first, dropped every stubborn wall, I would have held you longer than this fading light. I should have told you before the silence grew. Those three small words before the silence grew. Now every room echoes with what I never gave. My trembling breath keeps forming your unfinished name. If I had spoken, if I had just stayed, I would have held you longer in this fading light. I whisper too late, and the dark keeps it forever. Late sun leaking through blinds in fading stripes. Cold coffee trembling near my tired hands. Your laughter lingers in these quiet corners. Night rain on glass remembers your leaving footsteps. I waited here while the city kept breathing. Didn't come back and I stayed silent. I loved you in a silence I never dared. I loved you in a silence I never dared. Cold hands holding every word I couldn't say. You walked through empty doorways I never crossed. Leather jacket folded over the lonely chair. Still smells like your perfume and forgotten promises. My phone lights up with someone else's invitation. I watch it fade like our last unanswered message. I almost call you, then swallow my trembling breath. My fall is between every unreturned call. I loved you in a silence I never dared. I loved you in a silence I never dared. Photograph shaking when the night rain starts falling. Your eyes in memory asking if I still care. You asked me softly if I still loved you. My nod was weaker than the word you needed. If I had spoken, the room might have stayed. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. You left before dawn, door closing like a final heartbeat. Fading light crawled across the floor where you stood. Weeks passed as missed calls echoed in quiet rooms. Every unsent word carved deeper into my chest. I loved you in a silence I never dared. I loved you in a silence I never dared. Too late to answer all the questions questions in your eyes. Too late to turn back from those empty doorways. Now I forgive the boy who couldn't speak then, but I carry our fading light like a quiet scar. I breathe again, but the silence still knows your name. Fading light leaking through the crooked blinds. Cold hands wrapped around a chipped old mug. Quiet room crowded with our unfinished sentences. Photographs shaking in my uneven breathing. Every corner keeps your shadow on repeat. Every silence sounds like something I forgot. I was too afraid to say the truth. Now the room is full of silent regret. Your name hangs here like unfinished prayer. I was too afraid to say the truth. Night rain softens the city into blurred reflections. I see your smile in every passing window. You asked how I felt, I changed the subject, I waited. You didn't come back this time. I called your number just to hear the void. On return calls echo louder than your voice. I was too afraid to say the truth. Now these quiet rooms confess instead of me. Your name hangs here like unfinished prayer. I was too afraid to say the truth. If I had spoken, your suitcase might stay closed. I would have held you longer at the doorway. Trembling breath pressed against your leaving shoulder. My fault sits heavy where your head once rested. The words I buried now haunt my chest. I finally see my silence was the sharpest light. Not saying I loved you still cut you open. That quiet betrayal broke more than any shouted fight. I protected myself and watched your heart drown. I was too afraid to say the truth. Now every empty doorway repeats your last question. The fading light writes apology across these walls. Your name hangs here like unfinished prayer. I was too afraid to say the truth. And all I have left is this silent regret. I whisper too late into a darkness that never ends. answer.
Yeah. Thursday sky was violet over concrete stars below. Lukewarm coffee cooling in my tired hands. Night rain smell clings to this quiet balcony air. Every silence in these walls says what I didn't. Your name hangs in the room like fading light. I almost speak, but the words drown inside. If only silence could have saved us. I held my breath until the moment broke. You walked away and I stayed frozen there. If only silence could have saved us. I see you in the kitchen, shattered words between us. Cold hands on the counter, I didn't reach. Your eyes turned distant, glass over rising tears. The clock beat faster than my trembling breath. I swallowed every truth that could have held you. Love stayed trapped behind my unspoken fear. If only silence could have saved us. I watched your shadow slip through the empty doorway. Unreturned calls ringing in my chest for months. If only silence could have saved us. I trace our photographs shaking in the night rain. Two strangers laughing beneath the forgiving summer sun. I whisper I'm sorry to a room that won't answer. Time turns every unsaid word into heavier storm. I thought quiet meant safe. It only meant losing you. Now the phone glows softly, a lighthouse I never reach. I picture you not answering, oceans thick between breaths. I would have held you longer if I had spoken. My fault hangs heavy, heavier than this fading light. If only silence could have saved us, I would not be here rehearsing ghosts alone. I waited, you didn't come back, I understand now. These quiet rooms echo every plea, stay I buried. I was wrong to trust the comfort of not speaking. If only silence could have saved us from losing everything. I close my eyes and let the last word go. Late summer light on this old porch swing. Your Jasmine shadow in the fading air. The house remembers every word I bury. Empty space beside me feels heavier than blame. My cold hands trace the cracked and peeling wood. Every splinter whispers what I never said. I never told you how much I needed you. Those words stayed trembling behind my teeth. Night fell where my voice should have been. I never told you how much I needed you. I see that cafe in the window glass, dim light shaking over photographs in my mind. Your eyes were asking if I would fight. I swallowed answers till the silence filled us. Time slipped quiet like sand through your fingers. I watched it leaving and never reached out. I never told you how much I needed you. Unreturned calls ringing through this quiet room. Your chair stayed empty while my courage broke. I never told you how much I needed you. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? If I had broken my pride for once, I would have held you longer in that doorway. I would have begged the night rain to stop. Now every goodbye in my chest stays unfinished. I replay your last look at the open door. Your cold hand slipping from mine without a word. My throat was full of apologies and fear. The glass of us shattered softly inside my rib. I never told you how much I needed you. Those fragile words died before they reached you. Now fading light crawls across these quiet rooms. I never told you how much I needed you. I waited here, you did not come back. My fault hangs heavy in every unfinished breath. In the dark I finally speak, but you are gone. Night rain leaves on the cracked window pane. Quiet rooms breathing around my trembling breath. Your photograph shaking in my cold hands. We were smiling by the riverfront that evening. I remember light on water and your turning face. All the words words stayed buried behind my teeth. I loved you in the silence, while my voice would not reach. Fading light on the river kept your secret. I loved you in the silence. Orange sky falling over the Mississippi water. Your shadow slipped away like the tide. I waited for courage that never came. You waited for truth I never spoke. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. But fear pressed down every fragile syllable. I loved you in the silence, while my voice would not reach. Night rain erased our footprints from the shoreline. I loved you in the silence. Under a flickering street lamp, the city stayed indifferent. On return calls ringing in my empty doorway. Silence was not peace, it was slow breaking. My fault lives in every echoing hallway. Back in this room, the photograph slips from my hand. Fading light crawls across walls that no arguments. Regret is every moment I chose the quiet. Too late to save us, yet the ache still listens. I loved you in the silence, while my voice would not reach. Every quiet night repeats the words I buried. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer. Now your absence sits beside me like breathing. I loved you in the silence, still breaking me. I wait in the fading light and finally dim light bleeding through a cracked and tired window. Your photograph curved, laughter frozen mid-air forever. Empty doorway, waiting like it still expects you. My cold hands tremble over words I buried. I waited for you to hear my silence. You heard it and walked away anyway. I loved you in the quietest moments. That was night rains stains the glass with crooked silver rose. Unreturned call echo in this small, quiet room. Your shadow lives in the space on my couch. Fading light remembers where your shoulders used to rest. If I had spoken, would you have stayed, or just left sooner with clearer scars? I loved you in the quietest moments. That was my greatest mistake. Every unspoken word became this distance. I loved you in the quietest moments. Now silence is the only thing that answers. Your message burned through the storm dark evening. Why didn't you ever tell me? Cut everything open. Photograph shaking softly in my unsteady hand. My trembling breath fogs the glass and disappears. Some questions arrive only when it is too late. I type the truth, then erase it line by line. The letters blur like city lights in night rain. Ghost sentences crowd every corner of this room. What I never said hurts more than losing you. I loved you in the quietest moments. That was my greatest mistake, my oldest wound. Every unsent word became a ghost between us. I would have held you longer if I had spoken. Now empty doorways carry what my mouth refused. I loved you in the quietest moments. Your silence keeps saying everything I never did. Fading orange light on the harbor water. Cold hands folded, counting every missed answer. Your name sleeping silent inside my phone. Boats drift slowly, time refuses to move. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Or was the ending written in our silence? I never told you I was sorry. Those words kept drowning in my throat. I never told you I was sorry. So you walked away without a note. I rehearsed forgiveness between your quiet laughter. Every smile had an apologies you never heard. Your footsteps down the street, my unspoken goodbye. Empty doorways swallowed the questions from my eyes. If I had spoken, would you have stayed? Or was the ending carved into are silent. I never told you I was sorry. Night rain washed the courage from my tone. I never told you I was sorry. So you left before the song was sung. Now photographs shaking in my tired hands. Your shadow lingers in these quiet rooms. The truth stayed caged between trembling breaths. My fault lives softly in the spaces you left. Tonight I hear your voice inside the darkening tide. Soft questions breaking against the walls I built. I taste the moment where everything could have shifted, but the words stay ghost, drifting just beyond reach. I never told you I was sorry. Those small, late words that might have held you. I never told you I was sorry. Fading light remembers what my mouth refused. I never told you I was sorry. Now silence wears your name like a forgotten prayer. I waited, you didn't come back, and I stayed quiet. Fading light on walls we never repainted. Dust moves slow in quiet Sunday air. Photographs shaking in my cold hands. Your smile is trapped inside this broken leather. I waited for your name on my screen. Night rain answered first on the window. I never told you goodbye. That's the loudest silence of all. Empty doorways keep repeating your footsteps. My fault lives in every unreturned call. I never told you goodbye. Slide by like cars beneath this window. Your coffee cup still stains the chip counter. Half-spoken thoughts haunt the ceiling at midnight. Your laughter echoes where my breathing falters. If I had spoken when your eyes were breaking, maybe fading light would have held a little longer. I never told you goodbye. That's the loudest silence of all. These quiet rooms remember what I buried. My fault tastes bitter in each unreturned call. I never told you goodbye. I wrote you a letter, I never mailed it. Every line a trembling breath on paper. Promises scattered like ash across the margins. I rhythm alone while the night rain listens. Some silences are wounds that never close. Now the city glows outside like distant forgiveness. I stand at the window, smaller than my shadow. Your absence carves hollows deeper than any sorrow. I realize I loved you most when you were leaving. I never told you goodbye. It keeps ringing inside me. That's the loudest silence of all now. If I had spoken, I would have held you longer, but I waited. You didn't come back through that door. Every photograph trembles with what I never confessed. I never told you goodbye, and I carry that forever. Some nights the silence says your name for me.